Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. I also want to thank Ranking Member Pallone for his help on this bill. The Connections Act, as the Chairman has stated, deals with state-run prescription drug monitoring programs, which are widely recognized as an important tool in fighting the opioid epidemic. These programs enable providers to better identify patients who may be at risk for abuse of opioid prescriptions. This is a critical first step in preventing abuse by those who may be vulnerable. The bill will improve federal support for state-run prescription drug monitoring programs to empower those states to successfully implement improvements and build off of their existing programs. Now, the legislation facilitates more widespread use by the providers. So what we're trying to do is, right now we have 49 of 50 states that have PDMPs, or prescription drug monitoring programs. They all are trying to talk to each other, and particularly when you have a district like mine, which kind of forms a sort of a triangle in the southwest corner of Virginia, you can get to West Virginia, Kentucky, North Carolina, and Tennessee all within a single day without any problem. And if you're a physician in those areas, you need to know if your patient may have driven a few miles across the line in an attempt to get more prescription drugs than maybe they ought to be taking. And so what the PDMPs are supposed to do is to let the physician know what's going on. But if our state prescription drug monitoring programs don't have the ability to talk to one another or interact efficiently, that creates a delay or a dilemma for the physician who's trying to do the right thing and monitor what's going on and see for those who may be vulnerable or about to step into an arena that they really don't want to get into, but they're suffering pain and they think this is the way to go. We want to stop that. We want to help the physicians. And what this bill does is it allows the physicians and allows the PDMPs run by the states to have more activity between the two or between the three or four or five, as the case may be, as it would be in my district. So the PDMPs are especially valuable for districts like mine, as we have discussed. And the pharmacies and doctors in other states who are just a stone's throw away can come back in and check to see what's going on. This legislation will give these states that ability, and it's a good bipartisan bill, and I do appreciate Ranking Member Pallone for working on this with me in a bipartisan fashion, and I also appreciate greatly the leadership of our chairman, Chairman Walden, for making this a major issue and allowing us to put forward so many bills both this week and next that deal with this very serious concern. And this is one step in the right direction to making sure that we try to ensure that folks don't go down the path of abuse. And
the gentleman for Virginia yields.
And I reserve the balance of my time.
Gentleman from Morgan reserves, and the gentleman